Hey guys, it's Dee. I know some of you reached out to me about last week's episode. I do apologize, but last week was actually the day that my dad passed away, so that day is still kind of up and down for me. I probably could have did a better job of communicating it, so I do apologize. But here we are today. I know they say that time heals all wounds. Some heal quicker than others, and some you still deal with day to day. Which leads me into today's subject: time. Time is something that I suck at. I suck at time all the way around. I know some people are really, really good with time, and there's different forms and aspects of time and the way we use it and the way it's needed daily. For instance, you got time management. Time management is what you would use for making sure you get, if you got kids, get them up and ready for school, get yourself ready for work. If you run a business, you still got to get there to run that business. If whatever you have going on that has to be done by a certain time, that's time management. Quality time, whether it's for yourself or your partner, you have to fit that in along with family time as well. Without those things, you'll just run, 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 and you'll run yourself ragged. Like me, for instance, I work nonstop. I barely have time for anything outside of work. And then when I am off, I'm still working. Still got to answer calls, still got to answer texts. So it's kind of hard to always have a work life balance, but I'm learning to slowly bring myself to have that more to where I have that time with myself so that I get a break, and a mental break is always needed. You need time for that. Definitely need time for a mental break when you got the kids I have here and the job I have. Oh yeah, definitely need a mental break. You need time for your family, if you got children, or, if you don't have children, your significant other, or just family in general. That time is always good to reconnect, to have conversations, just to laugh, cry if you need to, just to get release a lot of stress. I feel like that also helps. Some people don't know how to make time for you. So, that can play a factor in a lot of things too. If you're constantly always trying to plan, plan, plan to do things with someone and it's and a third, and they never can fit you in, then it's time to move on. Pretty much. There's no excuse. People make time for what they want and who they want when they want. Unless your job is very demanding and you just have no choice but to always constantly be at work. Ding ding. But anyway, I just feel like time is something that we all should focus a little more on daily. Um, I know that time is something you also can't get back. You can't go back and change things that's already been done. Only thing you can do is move forward. But in the meantime, use your time wisely. Don't waste it. Don't sit around wondering about certain things and this, that, and the third. Because, like I said, you can't get that time back. You can't get time back from, you know, broken hearts, broken promises. You can't get that time back. Of course, it doesn't always mean you can just run and jump and move on and not still feel the things that you felt. But like I said, in time, you will feel better. And, you just have to really regain focus to know how to use time wisely, which is something that I'm working on. Honestly, like I said before, I work a lot. But I always find time to make sure I make it to things that are important. I try to be supportive, and that's me making time. Like I said, you can run, 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 but if you keep running, you're eventually gonna sit down. You're gonna have to sit down. God's gonna sit you down. I've been sat down a few times. It ain't fun when He sits you down. But I'm just saying. So sometimes sit back, reflect, and figure out how you can make time for the things that are important in your life so that you don't lose that focus or lose those things in your life. Because if you spend so much time away from those people or those things, and once it's gone, again, it's not something you can get back. With that being said, there's three things that I would suggest you guys do, or, even myself do. The three things would be with time would be work on time management, which is something that I had to do because I'm late for everything. Work on not wasting time because you can't get it back. Also, work on time for yourself so that you could be better for everyone else around you. And with that being said, you just sip tea with D.
Subscribe to my channel.